my friends, I am running an errand, so I'm taking you with me. And as a gardener, you know you have to keep up on the weeds in the garden. And I was doing that, and I was actually planting a new plant in my Mary garden. So I'll show you that at the end of this video. But as I was pulling weeds, and I pray too, interspersed in my busyness in my gardening, and the Holy Spirit came upon me as I was pulling those weeds that were at the base of my precious plants. And they were really choking the life out of the plants. And it's the same with us. We need to constantly thinking about the ways in which we are drawing that distance between us and God. And we know that sin does that. Sin is like the weeds to our faith. Sin is like the clinging and the choking of the vines that are bombarding us. So what are the things that we have to do to tend our garden, to tend our faith each and every day, our relationship with Christ? And it's really that simple, is that we have to constantly, when we have a sin come up, when we have a temptation come up, when we have a weakness, a moment of weakness, that's why we do our examination of conscience. We should do it at least once a day to reflect on every day's journey, every day's walk with God, and prune out those things that are taking over and getting in the way of a fulfilling and fruitful life as a Catholic, as a Christian. One of the great ways that we can incorporate dealing with the daily and the weekly and the monthly weeds in our life is go to confession. And it may be a long time since you've been to confession. Don't let that hold you back from the peace and the mercy of Jesus. And just that feeling of lightness, the feeling that you have gotten that baggage off of your chest that you were holding on, resentment, wounds. There's such a peace that comes over you when you go to confession. So I really highly encourage it. You shouldn't be afraid. If you don't want to go to your parish priest because you don't want him to recognize your voice, go to another church. Look up confession times. I'll be doing a video on a wonderful app that lets us know Mass time, helps us to keep in touch of other churches in our area that we might want to go to confession. So this is just a short video, my friends, but I really wanted to get on here, and the Holy Spirit was saying, you know what? I want you to evangelize through your gardening work that you're doing right now, how we can weed our souls of sin each and every day, and through the sacrament of reconciliation. So I hope you have a good day. Here's what I planted today. Isn't it a beauty?
So here is my latest beauty. Isn't it gorgeous? It is an Asiatic lily. And I just love it. This is the one that I was telling you, the type of plant that I had a couple years ago. And it just never grew back for me. After, I had it for about, I would say about 3-4 years. So I'm really going to try to keep this one alive. And of course, so much of planting and cultivating things, the soil has to be good, of course. That's the foundation. But I gave my Mary garden a nice watering this morning because we're having a heat wave. So it's just over from my Blessed Mary statue. And here she is. And I have a rose on my rose plant. Isn't that beautiful? And look at all the new buds that are here. Now, something is eating, maybe you know it because you've had the verbena in your garden. Something has been eating all the flowers off. I think there's a bunny that's coming through this garden because, as you see, I have no flowers. They have lilac colored flowers on it. And so I'll have to keep an eye on that. I might move that to some other area. There is my aster. What's doing really well are these two additions. My marigold, because it gets so much sun, and my daisies. This is my mum plant, and I love it. It's a bright orange in the fall, and it's already got a lot of buds. So remember, let's keep the weeds out of our Mary garden and also out of our hearts so that we can cultivate that beautiful relationship we have with God. Have a great day, my friends. Shalom.